Sheila.
We're here to talk about what we do over the road and what it consists of. Our training was a week long. It sounds very intimidating, overwhelming. It's not. We thought the same thing. That's the reason why we went through another company before this, and that's the reason why we regret not going here first. We are certified in white glove.
White glove is just what it said. It can include inside pickups, inside deliveries. It's a process where we want the customer to feel that our job that we do exceeds their expectation.
Yeah, and we are also TVAL, which I'll end up showing you here in a few minutes. All the equipment that we use for temperature controlled. We are also are TWIC certified and have our passports. That was a couple of things we done on our own. They don't certify us in that.
TWIC allows you into the military bases for pickup freight and then into the ports.
We also are certified under white glove as art certified and hazmat certified. We also have our certification in explosives and
radioactive. TVAL, just getting a little bit into TVAL. TVAL is temperature validated. It's a service where a customer may call and they want their freight kept at a certain temperature from pickup till delivery, and there's 4 probes in the back, and then the probes monitors the coolness of that box. That way, we got a data logger up front that prints out when we get there to pick up the shipment to show the shipper that the box is in range. And after we're loaded, we got to sometimes wait till the box cools back down to a certain temperature and give the customer another printout showing that we're back in range, that we can go ahead to our delivery point of contact.
The data logger is specifically designed for FedEx. No other company carries it. It's and they monitor a TVAL load constantly. If it drops out of range, they call us, let us know.
We have a way of knowing too if our temperature starts to fall out of range. We have a buzzer up front that will sound to let us know that one of our probes are off. And when we're notified, FedEx is notified. We have hauled art loads. We've done explosives. We done that last week. Nothing radioactive yet.
Not yet. We do a lot of TVALs. We do a lot of secure loads, which that's the reason why if we don't say where we're at, we can't, because we're not supposed to be on social media. We're not supposed to advertise where we're at or what we're hauling. Some of the freight, like they said, you pick it up and you deliver it, you forget that you even had it on the truck. That's the reason why we don't really talk about what we have on or what location we're at.
They don't tell, we don't ask.
FedEx is a company that don't have trucks. They either bring on contractors, or like we do, we work for Exam. They own their own trucks and we drive for them. They start off at 40% of the load, so you make really good money. You can get, if you start grabbing loads, if you're willing to work hard. Any husband and wife team out there that's looking for a place to go and wants to make decent money, this is the place to be.
As far as our loads, and Tony was talking about 40% of the loads, it's not forced dispatch. We have a load board. Where we're white glove certified, we're 2 boards, and we're white glove certified, so therefore we can pick off different boards. That's the white glove board.
This is the white glove board, which is has all the TVALs, the art loads, the hazmats that is temperature controlled, anything that is special handled is white glove. And then they have a regular board, which is hard to see, but it consists of any other general loads that doesn't need any special handling to it. It feels like home out here. We don't want for nothing. We got everything we need. That's loads coming in, if you can, if you can tell. Everything comes across the load board. Anything that gets posted, we get notified. We can check it out, see where it's at. If it's in our location, we can put in for it. They do a 10-minute wait time, see how many people puts in for it. The closest location gets it usually. Usually we don't get turned down too often for loads. It's a lot better than sitting and waiting all day wondering if you're going to get a load or not. At least we know where we're going, where we're going to be, and how long we're going to have to sit and wait most of the time.
And as far as being on tour, how long you're out for a month, we're usually out for 4 weeks and go home for, they used to give it, say a week, but we never have taken a full week. We usually do 3 or 4 days and back out. We are going home for Thanksgiving.
Which we'll include you in on that too. We'll have probably a video up for being home with the family and
a Bob Seger tour too on the 20th. I got pictures.
Big Bob Seger fan. First time she's ever got to see him.
There's been questions about, should you come over the road with your spouse? Is it a good investment to work with your spouse? There's been times that I know I get on his nerves and he gets on my nerves, but but it works. There were bets. My sister-in-law said when we first started talking about this, they had bets which one of us was going to kill the other one first, and I won.
I always said it would be her. A good financial deal to come out as a husband and wife. If they have and that's the reason why they're looking for husband and wife teams to be out here, especially if you share the same bank account. I mean, instead of being split in half to 2 different people, it goes in the same bank account.
You're working for one. You're working for that one dream that you got set aside. You're not got two. Well, I don't want to work but 2 or 3 days out of the week, and maybe the other one say, well, one day's fine with me, or 4 days is fine with me, and then you're going to have that argument, well, you're working too much for me, or you're not working enough for me. We don't have that. I mean, we're working for that same goal. Even our paperwork, we keep our paperwork spectacular. Even our book that we have to have in the truck at all times if we're stopped for DOT, it's kept perfect. And we even got a cheat book. When we went to class for a week, they hand out so much material and go through so much instructions. It's hard to take it all in. Even when I taught, I knew a kid's paying attention span can last no more than 8 minutes. Adults, not much longer. So when they're giving all this instruction out and all this material, you're thinking, I'll never remember that. So we put together a binder of everything we had in
hazmat in one section, and TVAL and
art,
and anything with explosives, the general stuff on the ceiling, on the data logger. Everything is in this book. If we need to look it up, temperatures when they send us, they need it in Celsius. With the reefer settings, it's all in Fahrenheit. Converting it over to Fahrenheit, what it needs to be in Celsius. Everything's in this book that we need to know, and it's all tabbed where we need to find it. It's a great idea. If you go with Exam, with FedEx, get you one of these binders, get you some of these covers, and make you one of these binders up, because it will help you out constantly. We used it several times when we first started. It's a lifesaver.
It makes your life a lot easier, and to stay organized, because it's a small space, to stay organized and where everything has its place. When you need to find it, it's there. It keeps down a lot of the argument, just putting everything in place, and everything has a place. Everything has the way we do it. So, I mean, far as being married and working together, it works out pretty good.
Yeah, we get along very well. I mean, a lot of people thinks, I don't think I could live with my spouse out on the road. I've heard that several times from a bunch of guys. But, you know, if you have a really strong marriage, strong relationship, love being with each other like we do, this is the place to be. This is the job to have. It's great pay, like I said, and it goes in the same bank account. What we make together, we make really good money together. This is our data logger. This tells us our readings on our probes in the back. There's 4 probes that shows what the temperature is. There's a T1, T2, T3, and T4. We also can set it up when we get a customer. We go into our edit button and we scroll down to our general settings, and we set our, if they want it in Celsius or if they want it in Fahrenheit. We can set how long they want it printed off. Most customers, we do a lot of pharmaceuticals. Pharmaceuticals is mainly in Celsius. They want it every 15 minutes readout. That's our truck number, and they have a pro number. Every load that we get has a pro number on it, and we set all that up. And after we're done, we hit our journey ticket. Usually they want an hour before we get there of readings. So when we get there, we go in. Since I hit redone our journey ticket, I got to go in and just do a current value. I'll print one out here and show you. But it prints out like so, and then we have a read off of all our numbers, and then we sign it and give it to the customer. This is our reefer unit. This is what we control, our reefer, which is a refrigerated box, but they call them reefers. And then we have our set point where if they want a certain temperature in Fahrenheit, this is where I was talking about the conversion chart. If they want it done in Celsius, we do it in Celsius on there, but this is all controlled under Fahrenheit. So we set our set point, we hit enter, and it's right now the temperature is setting at 49 degrees. The reefer will bring it down to 41 degrees, which just started on us. But it's the general basics on that. There's nothing, that's about all we do to it. There is an alarm on here. If that temperature was way out of range, there will be an alarm that goes off on this letting us know that the temperature is out of range. Turn it back off. And over here is our C-Link. This is where we do everything. This is where we log in. We show our on duty, off duty, sleeper berth, and it automatically puts you in the drive when you start driving. This is where we get all our messages at, what loads we're doing, load offers. And it actually has a GPS map on there. When they send the load over, it automatically routes our routes it out on the map. That's about the basics of everything that we do. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions about what we do or anything else that we do, please feel free to comment. We'll be more than glad to answer.
And if you're looking for a job, please don't hesitate to call Tina Anderson. Her number will be at the end of the video. God bless you and have a wonderful day.
Thank you.